Hello and welcome everybody, I am your humble host Gavin the Kitty, and today we are playing Castlevania. Hello Saber, hello Mountain Man. You don't have to know anything about Castlevania to jump into this game. I'm playing it on the Requiem Collection, which is only on PlayStation, which is kind of a shame. That's not me. That's the game itself. The rain effect is not me. That is just straight up the game. That's the title screen. It's a cool effect. It definitely hides the fade in, fade out that I needed for the timing of all that. Just the amount of places I gotta put links in now are getting a bit ridiculous. This is probably one of my favorite versions of this game, so we're just gonna jump on in. So, my save file from oh so long ago no longer exists. So we figured let's do this again. Don't even know when I picked this one up again, and then that was a test from a while back, and this was yesterday. 30 minutes? I could have sworn I paid for nearly 2 hours to test. Presto was testing it for me, and today we are just gonna come up here. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go to the top of the memory card. I'm just gonna label this. What should we name the file, folks? Today's stream is basically, we're going to go as far as we can in 2 hours, and then next week we'll pick it up again. Yeah, we might go 3 hours depending on how much fun we're having. Stream, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something easy. I have no idea when other people are going to show up, but the whole stream schedule for this month is posted. It is the OctoberVania video announcement video. It's got basically the entirety of the schedule for this. So to start out this game, we have to play the ending of Rondo of Blood, or as much of the ending as it'll let you play. We got some great pre-rendered cutscenes from the time, so that's what we're gonna do. Luckily, I've got a nice timer with me here. I don't have my tracker anymore, which is a shame, but whatever. So, for those who don't know, when I originally started doing the whole streaming thing, I did trackers in the corner. So that way then I could keep track of what stuff we were collecting, make it easier for people watching to understand what we were doing. This time around we're not doing that. Crazy to think it's October? Absolutely. It's a bit insane to think that most of the year's gone by. This month is very busy for me too. It's the only month out of the year that I choose to stream basically every single day. And hopefully YouTube's algorithm will be nice to us and actually give us viewers this time, because back when we originally did the first set of OctoberVania stuff, I got no views, basically. I got maybe 10. And that was like the high point. And then my high point for last year, I think 30? 40? So this OctoberVania, we are trying to max that out. Here's a secret you might not have known. So we want to try to be able to get those. So there's a button combo. So we don't want to pick up anything up there. I just wanted to get some extra parts. Extra it. So essentially it'll respawn the room every time there's a loading zone, so all we gotta do is essentially go up, down, pick up a heart. You can max out the hearts here. This is not the HUD that we're gonna be playing with. This game is massive. You can double tap to run with Richter, which is something he couldn't do in Rondo of Blood. He also has a down slide and a backflip. Although I don't know how much effort we're gonna see of that backflip. You may notice I have a Hello, Foxno. MFF is in December. It is the first week of December. We've basically got to do... I've got to do a bunch of prep for that, actually. Also, it won't just be me there this year. It might be all three of us in suits, so... Just depends on when... I have no doubts on the other maker, but I have doubts with Gold Ribbon if they can actually get my order out on time. So... Alright. Now to tell you guys why this is my favorite version.
World. You'll never belong here.
Oh, but this world invited me.
Go for it, Mountain Man. Feel free to jump in.
Called me forth with praise and tribute.
Tribute? You're a thief. You steal men's souls, their freedom.
Freedom is always sacrificed to faith, good hunter. Or are you truly here by choice?
All I'm here for is you. To hell with your heresy! You're nothing but a blight on mankind.
Ha! Mankind. A cesspit of hatred and lies. Fight for them, then. And die for their sins.
Saving the world one bad dub at a time. So, the original game here actually is something where... We're just gonna use some of these. Messed up there. Oh, god dang it. That'll just shred the boss, so. Oh yeah, Mountain Man, feel free to join in if you want. I don't know if you heard me. I don't know how... I actually have no idea how loud the game is. I should probably check that. Yeah, that's way too loud. There we go. Hello, give me just a second to get you in here, because... I didn't... Yeah, the way I've got it set up now is way different than it used to be. Go ahead and talk now.
Good morning, Vietnam. I don't know. I'm just going with that.
Yeah, it's a bit loud too. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
That should well, we'll bring that up.
Balance it out.
Oop. There we go. That should be good enough. My bad on that.
I just jump in randomly. That's kind of my bad habit.
No, you're fine. I've got a new setup for the way I do audio now.
Oh, there you go. Is it any... You think it's any better? Well, I guess you're still trying it out.
I'm still trying it out, but it is a lot better because now I actually have separate control over game audio and my bass audio.
Oh, are you using Voice Meter Banana or anything like that? Or
No.
Potato?
This is all in OBS.
Oh, that's nice.
I just screwed up and died, so we get the free kill here, which is not what I wanted because that means our stats are going to be way worse than what they're supposed to be. That girl there is Maria. We will be seeing her throughout the playthrough, but much older because, of course, that was last game. This game's got something totally different going on.
Count Dracula had risen with the aid of the Dark Priest shaft to menace humanity.
Also, hello everyone in the stream that's on. I know I've been gone for a little bit.
How is chat doing? Hello, Skylar. Welcome. How's everybody in the chat holding up?
Gabby.
Yeah, no. Typing on phones are tough.
Castlevania.
It is hard.
The Castle of Dracula, rumored to appear once every century.
You got Skylar or Sky Seer?
Hello, Sky Seer.
See ya.
Meanwhile, powerful
Just Mountain Man today, as far as I could tell, but we might be getting more as we go on today. Throughout the month, I don't know if you saw the video, Mountain Man.
I did actually. I watched it while I was on the road. Yeah, a couple of yesterday.
Yeah, what do you think of the schedule?
It's packed, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, this is the only month where I'm doing that, where I'm packing the schedule like I used to play. My plan is to try and get YouTube to notice my channel with the algorithm, because at the moment it's struggling to even pay attention to my channel.
Hopefully, with being the spooky month, they'll give it. It will look for you.
Hopefully, we're doing all sorts of cool stuff.
Also, hey Skylar.
Yeah, we got. I'm gonna be setting up the camera next week for Fursuit style stream with Castlevania 1.
Oh, I gotta watch that one. That sounds interesting. If I'm not at work.
In the meantime, I actually have to edit my old one of my old jackets to get Presto what he wants, because I promised him a jacket and I haven't gone and made it yet, but I'm getting specific ribbons. Essentially, the thumbnail for that one's gonna have a live-action Presto in the corner instead. So this is the main game of Symphony of the Night. Let's start with one. We're playing as Alucard, so you got that cool style. We can backdash. We can run forward. I can slash. I can hold a shield. If I hit the shield and the dash button in close proximity, we end up with this glitchy backdash that's even faster than normal. And this part of the castle, this is where the castle comes to life. So Richter, who we were just playing as, basically ran off to the castle a couple years after its destruction, and the castle was back. And Maria said, "Well, that's not good. And essentially got pestered by her sister to try and figure out what the hell's going on with Castlevania to try to destroy it." So that's why we'll be seeing Maria here. So
yeah, let's see what chat was. Skylar Vince was going out in chat here. It's like Skylar was talking about how he had a couple ups and downs, sadly, with his hat being put down, and talking about the ceiling fan from his childhood, and then also his sisters are getting married.
that's neat.
There you go. And Vice is trying to make a Call of Blue in ceiling fans.
Ah, I see. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Where does the name Castlevania come from? Very curious, says Foxo. Actually, it's not really super clear. But as far as what I could tell, it was another part of where this game came in with its parody. So Castlevania originally started off as a parody of old horror movies in video game form. Specifically, Dracula, Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Invisible Man, all the old ones from Universal Studios. Also, Death just stole our shit. So, now we have to punch.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
I always thought Castlevania was just kind of like, what if we combined Castle and Transylvania?
Well, that's part of it, but that's part of the parody of it. The whole point was to make a parody of the old movies, because you can only, do so much with it all, right?
Yeah, true.
So, we're gonna try to do a 100% run, just like I did last year. Although, I highly doubt that I'll be that great at it. Here's a secret room. We'll be trying to get as many of those as possible. So the reason this version of the game is my favorite is, one, the game looks really sharp and crisp. The input lag isn't as awful as what most people would like to make you believe. And we have the brand new dub that was given to us in Castlevania Chronicles, because this is technically a port, half of a port from a PSP version that exists.
There you go.
But
Lady Wolf says
hello, Adorable Flutes. Well, welcome, Blake DeWolf. We're gonna be playing through Castlevania Symphony of the Night, at least part of it, today. So I should probably go over the schedule for those of you who haven't seen the OctoberVania announcement video. We will be playing through Castlevania every single Tuesday for the rest of the month until we beat the game. Tomorrow we are doing Yoko's Island Express as just a show-off video, just kind of to show off the game, get people excited to play Metroidvanias in October. And then the next day we are doing Mega Man ZX, and that'll be every Thursday. We've got Castlevania 64 later on in the month, Castlevania 1 in Fursuit, TKO on Friday, and, yeah, it should be a very busy schedule for me. What we just picked up there was the Cube of Zoe. It allows us to use special weapons, which are the ones that we can get from candles. It's the one the Belmonts use, so we're gonna get all sorts of abilities throughout the game, so there's a neat trick for you. Yeah, I should have gotten hit, but I didn't. Because for some reason, certain directions on that just break it.
Blue Fox was saying you're gonna have a miserable little pile of secrets by the time you complete this. Also, hello, Luna.
Probably. Maybe. If I'm lucky. Hello, Luna. Welcome. Oh boy, we got so many new people in chat. This is way different than the last time we played.
Oh yeah, I guess we got the cast of Boston because now we got Millie.
Oh well, maybe if we can get them to subscribe, I won't be hurting for the month.
Oh, yep.
Maybe. But welcome everybody. Millie, Moxie, welcome. Welcome all of you. So our main goal is to get spooky with it and play through the game and make it a bit of more healthy fare than what I did. So for the first OctoberVania that we did, I limited myself to Metroid games because Metroid Dread had just come out, and I limited myself to Castlevania games, and it was all throughout October. And the thing that we played on Halloween was Symphony of the Night, and it took me 12 hours to 100% complete the game. And then somewhere within the switch to PS5, I lost all my save data. So, to make up for that this month, I am doing Symphony of the Night again, this time a bit more of a proper playthrough, and doing it throughout the month instead of as one big, long, 12-hour stream. That old stream will still be up. People can still watch it. It's still in the playlist. It's not going anywhere, but it is a relic because I got, well, it was before we got diagnosed with plurals, and for two, Red got very angry near the end because we just were not getting both the viewership that we wanted and, like, for half the stream it was just dead silent. So, to make up for it, we're doing it this time. We're doing it proper. We're doing it live.
Also, now we have Moxie in here, and then someone called Flashing Blade saying, "Who summoned me?"
I summoned you. Good to have
you. Subscribe.
Good to have you guys. How you doing? Yes. We'll also be doing so on Flashing Blade's terms, we'll be doing Mega Man ZX Advent for this OctoberVania as well. I hope you guys watched that video, by the way. Oh yeah, we're holding up just fine. Actually a lot better than we probably normally would, so honestly, we're doing alright. How are you guys holding up? Getting bonked around. I can't promise this be a deathless run, but I'm not as familiar with Symphony of the Night as some people. Because there are some people. So the speedrun for this game, I said that it's like took me 12 hours to do a regular run. They've gotten the speedrun down for 200% of the game to like 2 hours. An hour and like 40 minutes. It's insane, and it might be even lower than that, because I heard they recently found a new trick.
Alright. Flashing Blade says, beautiful. I'll check it out. I am able to when I'm able to. I've been stupid busy at work recently. Our content has slow to a trickle, working on our Halloween specials currently.
Well, dang.
I'm Matthew. Being busy.
Yeah, I'm working on a small Halloween special. I'm doing a comic dub of a comic of me and a friend of mine. Actually, they're currently watching the channel. I bet you can't tell who it is. Anyways, regardless of that, though, I'm also doing a normal essay video this month. So 2 vids on top of each other. So should be nice and easy. The feminist movement says YouTube stop recommending furries. Yeah, no. If you interact with the stream, you're gonna get it recommended. And I'm just having a good day playing a game. I hope you guys watch. I mean, especially because I do support most of the feminist movements, minus the ones that tell you know, guys to die. But like equal rights, absolutely, go for it. Not really the place for it, of course, because I'm playing Castlevania, but still.
Got Eric Cartman saying spooky man.
Alright, first one down. These guys are from Super Castlevania 4, which was their last big selling Castlevania game. This game originally started development on the Sega 32X. Should probably state that. Before swiftly being shifted over to, with that team being merged with the Rondo team, and then it shifting development to the PlayStation. And essentially they said, oh, well, Castlevania's been in the bargain bin for a while. How do we get it out of the bargain bin? And they made this game. And yeah, you won't find this game in the bargain bin anymore, because this game is very expensive, which is why I'm playing the Requiem collection.
The Flashing went to say he'll be the lookout for the ES special that you were talking about with the comic dub. Also, apparently their plan was to do readings of old Mega Man creepypastas.
Oh god, those are terrible. I couldn't even. I remember like seeing like one that was Mega Man EXE, and they were doing Mega Man 2, and it was like, dude, there's already a Mega Man EXE. Chill. Your vid makes no sense. But yeah, no, go for it. Have fun with that.
Flash is like terrible but fun nonetheless.
Yeah, if I can think of something to add to it, I'll send it your way. Cause I'm doing a couple things this month.
Oh, he was also talking about. They were also talking about that demon you were talking about. That was from the second Castlevania. He was saying, and I remember it showing up in the Netflix series. He was saying.
Wait, which one?
That demon you were talking about, where it was from Castlevania 2 that you were fighting, with the wings.
Oh, that's from Castlevania 4.
Oh, 4, my bad.
Yeah, I haven't seen Nocturne yet, so please no spoilers. I'd prefer if we did not get spoilers until at least the end of the month, please. I'm gonna start watching it tonight, but please do not start spoiling things. I only have so much time in the day. And I'm very excited to watch it. I hear it's alright. I heard some people get upset with Richter's characterization, but once you play this game, you'll realize, no, that's just who Richter is.
Right, what kind of, also going back to the EX using that kind of meta joke here about Mega Man EX versus EX copypastas.
Yep.
Also, as Saber was saying, like, I find the EXE creepypastas are bad in my opinion. Most of them are, Saber saying. Flashing.
Boy, yeah, yeah, Castlevania here for OctoberVania. My original idea was like, I want to do something spooky for Castlevania. Everybody's talking about Resident Evil because, like, I think RE8 was like on everybody's mind or something, and I was just seeing people talk about RE, and I was like, what about Castlevania? Nobody is playing Castlevania, and I looked on YouTube and it was like, well, really, nobody is playing Castlevania this month. It was like, that was weird. Other than like a select few speedrunners, which drove me nuts. I was like, wait, why aren't there more people playing Castlevania in October. So to rectify that, OctoberVania kind of sort of became a thing. Last year we did a whole bunch of obscure Castlevania games. This year I'm not touching Castlevania as much, but that's just because I'm starting to get to the point where some things are unfamiliar. Castlevania 64 is the big title we're doing, alongside Symphony. But I figure Castlevania 1 should be pretty good.
Flashy was talking about, did you ever play Lord of the Shadows?
I love Lords of Shadows, but I have not fully beaten that series yet. I played a part of the first one with Truman, and then we got busy and had to move. And I played through most of Mirror of Fate. I'm only on the final chapter of that. But alright, so I haven't mentioned yet, this is the diamond sub-weapon. It bounces off of walls. This is the holy water. I'll get to the other ones later on as we get to them, but essentially the diamond is one of my favorite. It's from Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. I'm also going to show off a few secrets.
Also, hello Drew. Yes, I've noticed a lot of people have been talking about the next GTA, even though it's probably going to take an eternity for that.
I have no interest in GTA, so they can take as long as they want. I don't care.
Yeah, I probably won't either. It's just more of the games I kind of care about are already out, or it's like new ones are like, eh.
I'm good. Most of they screwed up a re-release. Like, how do you even do that?
Yeah, which was dumb.
So most of the exploration here is going to come from filling. Most of the time is going to be spent filling out the map, finding secret passages, and also getting everything because we want the good ending. We need a certain percentage of the castle and an item, if I remember correctly, to get to the reverse castle.
Ask Nintendo about their Mario Sunshine Switch port.
Why? They fixed it. I have no complaints about it. They added analog support, they fixed a bunch of the bugs. I have no complaints with that.
What is the worst game launch that you can recall? Fallout 76. Yeah, everyone.
The worst game launch? Yeah, probably Fallout 76, just because of the amount of stuff they messed up there that they really shouldn't have. This is this is Maria. We're gonna have a cutscene.
Destroy this castle.
Likewise, I'm Maria, and you are?
Alucard.
Well, if you're a better swordsman than a speaker, perhaps I'll see you again.
Oh, Fox Love Drawing saying I love the diamond sub-weapon. It looks fun to bounce all over the place.
It is. I wish I could do more angles with it. It wasn't as useful in Castlevania 2 because you didn't have as many enclosed hallways. But since we're only in the castle for this game and the courtyard, there's a lot of like walls and ceilings to bounce it off of. I'm going to be trying to use sub-weapons when I can. That's the biggest thing that'll trip up new players, because they're like, oh, Alucard's got way more mobility than a Belmont. He can hit, like, diagonals and stuff. And it's like, yeah, he can, but the sub-weapons are still going to be your best bet for dealing with certain types of enemies. And a lot of new players will sleep on the sub-weapons because they think they can handle it all with just your base tools. When in reality, it's a lot. It'll make the game way easier if you remember you have sub-weapons. You're not just limited to a short attack range.
Also, Saber said he's gonna head out. See you, Saber!
Later, Saber. Thanks for stopping in. Alright.
Bye, have a good time.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna do probably about 2 to 3 hours. The goal is to have this game done by the end of the month, so hopefully.
There you
go. There we go. So the stopwatch stops time for a brief second. The book here is a shield, and it is perhaps one of my favorites alongside the gem. I believe it's called a prism. The prism sub-weapon. Which, how fitting. The prism cat likes the prism. Stop!
The Bible sub-weapon. The power of Christ compels you. Eh.
More like, read me! And just throws the book at him.
Words we never heard. Have you tried throwing a dictionary?
Yeah. That'll do some damage. Do not throw dictionaries at people.
No.
But it'd be really funny if you threw a dictionary at a person. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm kidding.
No.
Okay, time for the most dangerous hallway. So, oh, yep, there's the eyeball RNG. That eyeball in the background has a random chance of actually showing up.
I've heard of throwing the book at people, but this is ridiculous. And Heavy Alexander Anderson. I don't know who that is.
So, this hallway is seen as one of the most dangerous in the run. Mostly because, for a casual playthrough at least, it's the most dangerous. Because this hall, they just throw everything at you. So first it's these big guys, and they got a lot of health. And then it starts becoming stuff that can paralyze you and turn you to stone, which is worse because you'll get hit twice regardless of that, because by the time you can break out, which requires a lot of mashing, you'll probably already get hit and get knocked out of it. So, these plants coming up here, we want to avoid that skull. There we go. First one down. We gotta deal with like 3 of these things.
It's a chapter from Helsing, a Catholic priest who hunts vampires with blessed bayonets and teleports and flies.
Ah.
In a flurry of the Bible pages.
That, I believe, is what the Bible subweapon is a reference to. We saw the axes earlier, but I'm gonna keep a hold of them for this next room. I want to get to a spot to heal as fast as possible. So another thing that I should mention is that items in your inventory can be equipped to your hand, and that's when you can throw them out, collect them, and they'll heal you.
Just throw a turkey.
It's not really the best thing to do with the best way to use an item, but because it can be really risky, but at least it can be useful. Cape cloth, synchron. There we go. Now I'm set up a little bit better with some more defense there.
Oh, Fox, I was like, are you sure that's a priest?
Alucard is not a priest, but I'm sure there's a lot of references to different animes and mangas, because Konami loves their references. And if I'm gonna be honest, Castlevania's got a lot of different references.
Also, a new person called Tenacious. I'm horrible at pronouncing names.
Tenacious.
Tenacious, okay.
Welcome.
In the Shadow games, you get some JoJo references. Name a game that doesn't have JoJo references at this point. It feels like.
I don't know. So, the enemy up this way, the boss up this way is actually going to come to a bit of a difficult stupor here, because this boss will kill most new players. He's rather difficult. And you'll see why in just a second. He likes to match your equipment. So if you come here with the Alucard equipment, he's super difficult, but you can kill him in like 2 hits. Meanwhile, I don't have the Alucard equipment, but my stuff's still rather annoying.
But knowing that he can stun you...
He can also do all of his magic moves. He can stun you, but... So, what I'm doing here is some of the magic. This one right here will heal me every time I'm hit with blood from the enemy. Kind of a vampiric ideal there. He will try to... He's gonna try to backdash every chance he's got.
Akira is just a cool name for Dracula backwards.
Maybe I should talk about Genya Arikado, but maybe not in this stream, just because that's a bit out of the scope of Rondo. Good couple 100 years beforehand. Ah, you jerk. It's okay. Boom, and down goes the fake Alucard. Magic only does last a certain amount of time. Luckily, at the end of each boss, we have a life max up, so we'll get more health, and we'll get a full heal, so it can be a bit easier to take care of. Our main goal right now is to get the Alucard equipment, get our abilities back, and go from there.
We got both fox. We got a blue foxo and a regular foxo.
Wait, no, we have Foxo and then Fox-O no.
Oh, yeah, rip English. Rip English.
Two different people. I can confirm.
I'm messing. Yeah.
So, Mountain Man, what is your thoughts on Castlevania Symphony of the Night here?
So the very scene when you're talking to Dracula, I've seen so many meme variants of that intro. That was really popular last year for some reason. I thought they were hilarious.
I actually made my own last year with the announcement video from last year. Believe it or not.
Now they I can't remember what it was. I'll have to find it sometime. But they did a dub. It was like basically they just edited voiceover from something else onto it. It just fit perfect.
I saw the Drake and Josh one. That one was kind of funny.
Oh, there was a Drake and Josh one. There was like one about onions or something like that. I can't remember. There was another really one.
And there's that. So this is the elevator. That's what we just activated. And there we got the soul of the wolf. It'll use magic, but we can turn into a wolf. He's got technically faster movement once he gets going, but a very weak attack, so good to keep in mind. But we're gonna need to come into here because this is our first warp room.
Oh, the PSP version got a redub of the voice acting and some dialogue edits, and then
that is what we are playing right here. This is what Requiem is. It's the version of the game that's available on the PlayStation Store.
There is something about this game that just says quality. Or, tenacious.
There's a lot about this game that just spells quality. And for their second attempt at a Metroidvania, it's really, really cool. The first being Castlevania 2.
Kind of interesting how... Because I guess I've just never been in the platforms of how... this got so popular that there's actually like a TV show, and apparently it's not bad either.
No, it's really, really good. The Netflix show is amazing. I need to watch Nocturne, which is taking this game and Rondo of Blood, which you get with this version of the game. So you actually get both stories. They actually tried to match the voices, I believe. They tried to match the voices of Alucard and stuff, and Dracula from this version of the game to the Netflix show. So it's worth a watch. Absolutely worth a watch. Although you're not getting like, it's not a straight adaptation of this. They do take liberties. So
yeah, any of them really do liberties. So it's not long if they don't go overboard, like a certain Paramount show that went overboard on a video game.
assuming it's Halo, is what
Yeah, that's the Halo one. Yep.
Yeah, no,
Not-
Castlevania doesn't go that egregious. It got a little what the fuck around season 3, and then season 4, like, didn't jump the shark, but it made me realize why they did what they did. But it was still like, oh, that was a little dicey.
I understand shows going off the source material a little bit because it's a converting it from a different medium, but yeah, some things are like also, Fox was joking around saying you should just do a whole run with the wolf.
I believe that is a challenge, but I'm good.
Yeah. Also, that skull thing just gave me vibes from an old cartoon called Curse Cali Dog with the floating head. I know it's supposed to be more of a skull, but still. That's the only thing stuck in my head now. So dumb.
Come out this way, get this. So we're gonna need to get the bat form to traverse this area. Luckily we now have the wolf form. I probably shouldn't have come all the way out this way. Hold on, folks, I am getting a phone call. Looks like a scam, though.
But yeah, anyway, I'll talk for a minute while you wait. But yeah, Flash. I brought it up. Yes, I know, but I have no desire to watch it. What I do want to watch one of these days is another video game adaptation of a video game was Cyberpunk series. Also, Sausage, yes, we are playing Castlevania. Apparently, it is the version of it. It's the Requiem version from the.
No, this is what are they asking? Sorry, I just got back.
He just said Castlevania, and I was like, I was trying to explain.
We're playing Symphony of the Night on the Nocturne, or on the Requiem collection for the PlayStation. It is a port of Castlevania Chronicles, the Castlevania Chronicles X versions of Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood. So we get all new dubbed cutscenes, new, properly done translation instead of whatever the heck the half-assed attempt on the original PlayStation was. And we have these really nice, crisp visuals and a lot of different screen options, but you have to enable them before you start playing.
Oh, fuck, so heck, that book chucked itself at the skeleton and killed him with knowledge.
Yep, it was a scam. Answered the phone, not a single noise was there. I don't know why I answer my phone at this point. I need to just... I answer it just in case it's something important, but I know a lot of people nowadays aren't answering their phone because it's all scams and left and right. So I'm like, maybe I should just not.
My issue is that I have to answer my work phone, and most of the time they are scams, and it's like I have to answer it though. It's like, that or because since my work phone's from Florida, I constantly get alerts about hurricanes and shit like that. Like, I don't care.
Yep. Apparently tomorrow there's supposed to be like an Amber Alert or something. Like a test of all the systems across my state.
I did learn how to disable those, because when you go out from our work a lot and you end up in Texas, which is a huge state, there's constant Amber Alerts.
Yeah, I'm not going to disable it, because, what if it is important, but... So this area here is the library. It's the next spot on our little to-do list. I actually feel like I'm making some pretty good time.
You're... what is it? 47 minutes in?
47 minutes in, and I'm getting through the castle fairly quickly. I love all the death animations for the enemies. They're just so plentiful. Just a lot of them, and they're all really, really well done. They kept using these sprites for the enemies and stuff all the way until the end of the DS's lifespan. So that's 1997 all the way through to like 2010. Which is crazy.
Oh, Flash for joking. Okay, so why did Buktia ever do in the Castlevania crossover?
Where what?
No, Buktia? Is it Buktia? world. This
Boktai.
yeah, Boktai. God damn it.
Boktai Castlevania crossover when?
Yeah.
I don't know. Tell Konami to get on that, because I always thought it was weird that they didn't do that, because both games have the stone masks from JoJo as hidden items. They both have weird crossovers with Mega Man in some way, shape, or form. They both series are clearly have very similar Dracula designs. And both series have some of the same people working on it. Like, some of the Castlevania team went to go work on the Boktai series for a bit of time, so I have no idea. The fact that there isn't more of a prominent crossover between the two Konami franchises is a little silly. Especially since Boktai has started to make a comeback. Boktai started to make a comeback because of the Battle Network collection, and then Castlevania started to make a comeback when Konami learned that, oh, we should probably re-release our old games, because the Mega Man Legacy Collection sold that well that Konami got wind of it. That they put out the Requiem Collection. This was like a direct response to the first Legacy Collection.
I am an idiot. I kept on trying to say something and realized myself was muted. Anyway, I was going to say hello because we got a lot of people going. We got Andrea, Piri, and Tyler coming in. And then we also do this. Okay, everyone else is in. Murphy Bennett is also the person that jumped in.
Welcome, welcome.
And Bonko and Bonko? Yeah, what's up? All came in, and I gotta catch up on the text. There's a lot of text going on. Like, they ever had cameos in Metal Gear and Mega Man crosses, but not with each other.
Yep.
Flash, Tenacious, I have a cool pixels quality of the 3D is pixely perfect. The blue Final Fantasy menu type reminds me of RPG Maker, actually.
You can actually change this menu completely. I just don't, because I don't feel the need to. Relics. Soul of Wolf Fairy Scroll. So that displays the enemy's name in the corner. We're gonna get an item later on. So essentially this allows us to build up a bestiary with every attack we do with enemies.
Murphy Bennett was asking.
There we go. That's what's gonna happen a lot. This area is where the game starts to pick up difficulty. So we're gonna start dealing with a lot of problems going forward. Go ahead and say your piece, sorry.
Yeah, Murphy was talking about saying it. I was asking us how you're doing.
We're doing fine. There's a little bit of stressfulness with this game because of the difficulty.
My worst enemy, sentient books.
Alright, how far back does that put us? Hopefully not very.
It is, as it was back in my day about the difficulty. Also see if there's enough. Take care.
Mountain Maid, can you enunciate just a little bit more?
Approximately.
Yeah, no, you're mumbling a lot. It's really hard to understand what you're saying half the time.
Oh shit, my bad.
It's kind of like you're like half asleep, but
Yeah, I know. It's.
I don't mean to say anything, but
Oh no, you're fine.
I'm having to go back and reread the chat, and I'm like, what is going on?
My bad.
Loosen up that mouth a little bit, Christ.
Yeah. Granted, I am pretty tired. Got a lot of things to do, but I wanted to take a quick break. I wanted to take a little break a little bit.
Gotcha. Well, catch you later, Fox. No. Mountain Man, I still appreciate having you here. Don't take that as anything more.
No, you're fine. It's just, I know I'm tired, but I just gotta keep going, and I wanted to stop for a minute at least. In this case, an hour.
It's also going to be a bit difficult for me to start catching up on chat regardless.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't use my item because we are cursed. Usually I'd use a different item to actually help us do that, get rid of that, but I've still got my sub-weapons, I suppose. Keyword being I suppose. Sub-weapons are still weaker than your main weapon. Luckily this area does have quite a bit of enemies, so it's fairly easy to level up. Leveling up does increase your stats, which are all on the screen. So, and they're also, all the stats are RNG based, so they are all based on how you did in the intro stage. How many hearts you had left, how much damage you took, did you use a super in that fight against Dracula. That all determines how Alucard did. The better you do, the better your RNG seed. So, I guess in that way you could consider this technically a roguelike, but I don't know.
Also, hello, Cardinal the Bear. They're saying hello, guys.
Hello, welcome. We're about an hour in, so I'd like to take this moment to mention that, hey, if you guys are enjoying the stream, please subscribe and drop a like, because we're trying to grow this channel. And OctoberVania, being this month, we got to stream basically every single day, so there's gonna be lots of content to catch up on. We'll be doing a full run of Symphony of the Night, Castlevania 64, Castlevania 1, Yoko's Island Express we'll have a show-off stream for. We got TKO on Friday. We also have Mega Man ZX this month, so lots of content. Lots of stuff for people to enjoy. Anyways.
It's been a long time, old one.
Eh? Why, it's Master Alucard. Come to visit, have we?
I need your help.
Oh, but young Master, I could never betray the good Count.
You won't go unrewarded.
Really? In that case, just tell me what you need.
We're going alright, Rue. Just been quite busy getting stuff figured out for us, so... So, here in the shop, you can buy all sorts of stuff. You can buy equipment, you can buy magic spells, which are all input-based. We can also buy parts of the map. Or, well, a map. It's not a good map, but it's a map. And,
What? Sorry, go ahead.
and for me personally, I am going to be buying this map
Thank
because
you.
I like having the map.
How about this?
I'm the map.
How about this?
We can also,
Flash was at
we can also, I believe this is the, yep, this is the bestiary, so we can see exactly what they drop, what their weakness is, because, yeah. Of course, then we can also exit.
So Flash was asking about, do you remember any old urban legends or playground rumors centered around Mega Man franchise outside of the fake being 3 boss battles or roll or gliders in Zero?
No, because if I'm gonna be honest, when I was growing up, nobody was talking about the Mega Man series. I was getting made fun of actively for playing it. And not Call of Duty. So, if I'm gonna be honest, no. I don't remember any rumors about it. And besides that, I'm playing Castlevania. I don't want to stick on Mega Man, because we've already got a Mega Man thing going on this week. That'll be Thursday. To be quite frank, I'm not entirely sure how well that's gonna go for me personally, because I'm not great at ZX. Just like how I was not good at Zero. Luckily, the collection has me covered with some of that, but I'm only good at Advent, and even then, a little questionable.
There we go. CJ just jumped in saying hello and asking how you been.
I'm doing alright. Existing, surviving, trying to get through the month, because there's a lot of stuff for me to do. I'm gonna try not to die here, because this section is terrifying. Because those things can curse you. One of these can poison you, one of these guys curse you. So, there's the curse, these guys poison. Gotta kind of sort of...
I would say I would take the poison over the curse by that rate. Hell with not being allowed to use my weapons.
I have an uncurse, I just don't want to use it, because it'll be more important later.
Also, Rue was talking about I have a total crisis for Halloween because I guess to say I can't decide to become something or decide I can become something. I'm not fully sure on that one. If you're talking about costumes, trust me, I have a hard time every year.
I stopped dressing up when I was 16, but I suppose I still do dress up. We just dress up for different reasons now. I mean, fursuits and stuff. Part of it, but
yeah, once in a while I end up at Halloween parties. I'm like, hey, dress up.
If my suit head is done by the 31st, I will be doing that full stream with a live camera to see how that goes. And if I remember correctly, if it lines up properly, I believe that is the day for Symphony of the Night. So if we finish Symphony of the Night on Halloween, I can do it in Fursuit. Kind of a real life sort of parody. It was supposed to be done this month. I was given a date, and I'm still waiting. We haven't heard any updates yet, but she just got back from a convention, so heck if I know. They said their next con's Be Whiskered, so I don't even know when that is. Nope!
I'll Google it real quick.
Oh,
Flash was talking about when you're a cosplayer, every day is Halloween.
yeah. I kind of sort of wish at this point I could get away with some of the crazier outfits and stuff in public, but heck it. Between the three personalities, I'm the only one that's like, I don't even want to go outside anymore. I just want to exist. It's been tricky to figure out exactly what the hell we want to do. We figured this month we'll fix it. It's like, oh, well, we're doing a bunch of things, so... You don't find something you like to do here, you're screwed.
I have one of my friends has been constantly trying to convince me to go to next year's AnthroCon for some reason. It's like I might legitimately go.
I will be there, so...
I have an idea for something stupid I want to do, but it's very dumb, and I might just tell you later, because I'll tell you later off chat, because it's just kind of irrelevant to the chat and stuff.
Made a suggestion on the Discord on which game? Family Feud. I'm not gonna play Family Feud, probably. Because I'm not that kind of person. I don't really care for the game. It's silly. I don't know. I don't feel like getting copyright struck by a TV show.
Tanesh was asking how is Press doing.
Oh, they're doing alright. They're here. We're waking up. We woke up 12 o'clock-ish, give or take, and yeah. Presto has been preparing for the Castlevania stream. In fact, I believe today is the day where we are going to be practicing it in actual suit, which means I gotta get a shower and stuff, which is fair, because I need to get a shower. We essentially just don't like getting into our suit when we don't smell good and look good and stuff. Gotta keep our suit clean as we can. This enemy up here is a absolute pain in the ass.
You figured it wouldn't for how slow its attacks are.
No, but it deals a ton of damage. I can't even see how much damage I'm dealing yet. But yeah, 18 right off the bat. That's near 20.
Flash was saying they gotta dip and have fun. They have to get their projects done and also have a good rest of your day.
I'm gonna be trying. Thanks for stopping in, guys.
Also, March says hello. Oh, hey, Gavin.
Hey, March. Oh, man. Behind this door is a fairly good sword, if I remember correctly. If not an item. We need the mist form to get in there. Screw it, I'll take the dagger. I'm just trying to fill out the map as best I can. And then down here is a lookout.
Oh, shit.
And there we can see the ferryman. Yeah, it'll set up some things for later. I think YouTube's analytics are bugging out a little bit. Yeah, figured it would. There's multiple different things that can happen there. It's also, if you go and check it, like, first thing, it's pretty easy to figure out what seed you're on for stats and stuff like that. Like, what RNG seed you're at. Because some enemies and things are determinate on what level you're at and what seed you're on. Because RNG is constantly changing based on movement and inputs. You okay there, Mountain Man? Hello, Blocks Pro. Welcome. The Vonder. And hello, Wiley the Hyena. Alright. So we're gonna try to make our way... Actually, I'm gonna heal, and then I'm gonna head back that direction. I don't remember how exactly to do that. Okay. We're gonna double tap to run. Dang it. I just wanted to get up there and see what was up there. Equipment. We'll use up our potions. We can get more at the shop at any time. So it's not too much of a use case to use them now. Use one now. Well, that was a standard telescope. I don't know about... I understand the tourists ones that are set up in public spaces. But you have to remember, Castlevania is Dracula's home. You know, this is actually his house. What level are we at? Level 12. That's not too bad. We kind of want to keep level grinding as much as we can. Get as many items as we possibly can. I'm gonna keep using the magic of the wisp there. I'll have to have the rest of the items, the magic spells memorized by the next time we stream. That's a neat trick right there. I love that trick. You can see a list of them in your menu if you go to... not relics. System... spells. There we go. So there's the button combos that I'm doing to make some of these crazy moves happen. You there, Mountain Man? Man, he's just quiet. Maybe he's busy. Hello, February. Are these guys just Dracula's tenants? No, they're not tenants. They're demons. Dracula's the Lord of Darkness. If you've seen the Castlevania anime, you'll understand what all that entails. But essentially, Dracula's trying to raise an army of demons to basically destroy the human population because they killed Alucard's mother, Dracula's wife, the only human he ever loved. Her final wish was for Dracula to move on and not hate the humans, learn to coexist with them so they could better the world as a whole. However, Dracula can't honor that wish because he's kind of enveloped in rage. And if you watch the Castlevania anime, you understand that with the way that Dracula sees the world, he sees humans as less than people. He sees them as just animals, wild beasts doing whatever they want, that should be tamed, slaughtered, killed for the embetterment of vampires, which is really messed up. Probably an allegory for something. Wonder what it is. I'm not spelling it out for you guys. It's symbolism. But yeah, no. He is the big bad, because he is the big bad. So...
Anyway, I'm back. I had a phone call.
Oh, sorry. I did not remember you saying that you had a phone call. I'm sorry.
Oh no, my phone blared really loud ring. I'm like, oh shit, gotta go.
Well, I tried to do a skip there. There is a skip where you can get up there early without the high jump. I probably could have warped all the way back, that's right, but I wanted to get the EXP, because right now, leveling up is rather important. We want to head down this way, I believe. How's chat holding up, Mountain Man?
Yeah, let me check the chat real quick, because that's, I imagine it's a novel since I got back. See, Willie, let's see, I know, let's see, we got Blocks the Pro, it's saying, yo, Gavin, we have Willie saying, hey guys, I'm so busy. Who else is a new one? I'm just making sure I got the people that just joined. And Andrew's got in here too. I already said their name earlier. Let me go back to some of the questions. These contests always demand you a coin from you, and I dislike it. Eyeballs are a thing. I don't know.
You might want to speak up if you got questions, bud, because you're starting to mumble again.
I'm trying to get here, trying to like understand what the heck he's going with here.
But yeah, Dracula is. It's going on about how vampires are a completely different race of people in the games, ones that aren't clouded by any sort of religion. So it's less so that faith is what kills vampires in this universe, and more so the tools that are used by the faith aren't what they seem. They're just older magic relics. So, like, holy water and stuff, yeah, it kills them because it burns. You're literally making, like... If I remember correctly, holy water was originally made with, like, isopropyl alcohol and shit, so no shit that would burn. At a time where there was, like, a bunch of cuts on people. Right? So, that is basically what's going on here, is they are misusing and misunderstanding what they are actually doing. Which, fair. Also, I don't remember what that did. Shows enemy damage, so I believe now I can see how much damage I am dealing to enemies. But yeah, that's kind of the lore reason behind that. Like, none of the Belmonts are that devoted to the church. In fact, a lot of them hate the church. Trevor Belmont from Castlevania 3 is, in particular, isn't even affiliated with the church, which is great, because, yeah, no. You can kind of understand why when you watch if you ever watch the anime, Mountain Man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. One of these days I might have to watch it.
think you should. I mean, it's on Netflix. It's a good watch.
Yeah, I'll have to get Netflix and watch it. I know another one that's on Netflix I want to watch, but I haven't. I don't know. I haven't got it really. I have a better chance listening to audio than with work and stuff. Like, it's getting busy, so you can't really sit down and watch anything. But I listen to a whole lot of audio, and I might get into audiobooks.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'll let you know if I ever end up getting sponsored, because that'd be something neat.
Oh yeah.
So not all enemies give out experience. I believe these are actually an enemy that don't, but I could be wrong. I just remember something about some enemies can actually take away experience, but that's not until way later on in the game, when experience points become kind of a null point, but still not what you want to get taken away from your equipment-wise.
I like how Cthulhu is just in the hallway.
Oh no, that's not Cthulhu, but we'll see something like it. There's all sorts of Lovecraftian horrors. Like the developers really did take a lot of inspiration from Western ideals and Western monsters for this series. The few Japanese monsters that they do use are used to really good effect.
I could say this castle is an absolute labyrinth, to say the least.
Yep, that's the charm of a Metroidvania. You gotta run around everywhere to get everything.
All the nook and crannies.
See, holy water's really good on those.
Yeah, because you're literally just dumping ethanol or isopropyl alcohol, like you said, on them.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's some sort of mystical element to it as well, because this is a world where magic exists. But, the explanation for why it all works is a little fuzzy. There we go. Just gonna try to land there. I want to try to get into there because I believe that's another room with a really good item. Or at least good for this early bit of the game. Heck it. Yeah. Let's make our way back to the beginning of the castle here. Already went in there. Can't remember if there was actually a hidden passageway in here. There are some walls that are completely breakable, and the game will not tell you what's what. There are items that'll tell you, but you gotta find them. Hello, Sescool? Man, I think we already have more views than the Symphony of the Night run that I did 2 years ago. This is just part 1. I'm breaking this into multiple parts, so...
There we go. Awesome.
Not really sure what to talk about at this point in the playthrough, because there's not a whole lot going on. I'm just kind of backtracking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part of the game. It's a major part of the game. But yeah.
I mean, at least it's still somewhat interesting compared to some other games that feel more grindy and stuff. Yeah, it kind of sucks with backtracking, but at least it's different enemies.
It's different enemies, but it's also annoyingly difficult enemies at times.
Like right now, there's just so many of them. Oh, yeesh.
Yeah, it's a great early spot to grind if you have the patience for it. So another thing that I should mention is that a lot of the enemies and stuff are rigged 3D models. So a part of this game being PlayStation, it needed to being on the original PlayStation this was around the time where another reference point back to Mega Man, which is a little silly because everything loops back around for some reason in my life. Castlevania was one of those PlayStation games that was rushed out to be try to be the first 2D game on the PlayStation. Essentially, Capcom made basically fought with Sony throughout the development of the PlayStation. So Capcom essentially said, "Let us make 2D games." Sony was under the impression that 2D was in the past, that nobody would want to play 2D games anymore. So every game on their PlayStation needed to be 3D. So Capcom fought tooth and nail and basically told them, here's the ultimatum. We're not going to release games on your platform if you don't let us make 2D titles. And they said, fine, but your first 2D game needs to come out on the PlayStation first, has to have an exclusive content for the PlayStation version, and it needs to, and then going into the next generation, you can't make 2D games, which was their big sticking point. Capcom reluctantly agreed. The rest of the industry kind of caught wind that they could now make 2D games, so Symphony of the Night had a sped-up development time to try to get it out on the PlayStation as fast as possible, under the same guise that it needed exclusive content and whatnot. So we actually are missing 2 areas in this game compared to the Saturn version. We're missing a couple of extra music tracks in the PlayStation version, and an entire playable character, which the PlayStation version could all do, but like we'll never see them on the PlayStation version. Since this is the PSP version, though, we do have some of those things back. Like, some of the music tracks are back, and we can play as Maria. Although it's not the same Maria Renard, like, play style that we'd see in the Saturn version. So that's most of the trivia behind this game's development.
I never could get that. Why, like, every area, like, for video games, like they do the big thing, the next big thing in this case for that time was 3D, and they never thought that the older style would be, oh no, now nobody wants it. Kind of like in the early 2000s where everything had to be multiplayer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And no one, it just never made sense to me.
It's corporate speak. Whatever's big at the time, they will say it to try to win over shareholders to get money. So if you told your shareholders, oh hey, we're not gonna have 2D games anymore, those are for babies, we're gonna only make 3D games and they'll sell quadruple the amount prior or whatever. You know, it's stupid thinking, it's backwards logic to think that people wouldn't still want the old stuff, but
look at people now buying vinyl again.
Yeah, like there's all sorts of reasons you'd want to go backwards, or well, sideways in this case, because I don't really think it's backwards. I'm trying to remember where to go. So
also, hello, I am gonna butcher your name here. Is it Historicord? I probably butchered that, but at least try. I'm gonna try a lot better and speak better.
Well, welcome, Historicord. Welcome to the channel. I'm just playing through Symphony of the Night across this month. It's OctoberVania. I've got a big announcement video with the whole schedule and whatnot. So, hope you enjoy.
There you go.
All right. I think where I want to go is back towards the center. There, I want to head downwards, because I believe that's where we can get the magic seal.
Oh, I did want to ask you, so something kind of
Gotta go to the library and open the blue door. I was just in the library. I didn't see any blue door.
Oh.
And besides that, I don't have anything to open the magic seals.
Oh, you can't just go Patrick, like, open sesame. Like, I tried.
Thank you for your help. We did do a full run of this 2 years ago, but in a vain attempt to try to show people that yes, we did in fact play Symphony of the Night, and to kind of be like, hey, there's the old video with way lower budget, and this time I've got a little bit of a budget. You played through this today? Oh, that's cool.
There you go.
We're gonna be playing through this throughout the month. I've also got stuff like Mega Man ZX planned, and all sorts of stuff. All sorts of fun stuff.
You're almost, you almost have 30 minutes remaining now.
Almost. I might go over an hour. I don't know yet.
Yeah, I know you're saying you were debating to do 2 or 3.
2 or 3. These streams might take a little bit. So if it does go over a little bit, whatever. Yeah, I explored the entirety of the library so far. I don't really think that I could do much else there. Because, I mean, I got the wolf form, but it's a bit weak.
I was gonna tell you something ridiculous. I kind of wasted money on is I bought a 3D printer, but outside of like random stuff for like quality of life fixes, I can't think of anything to print.
I could think of a few things to print, but that's just...
I mean, I've been printing stuff for tools and stuff right now, but I was like, I need to find, like, I'm debating to try to print figurines, and I haven't decided what kind of figurine I would print.
Well, depending on how big your printer is, I'd ask you to print up a couple pieces of something that Red needs, but...
I have a 8.5 by 8.5 by 11.5 inch printable area.
That's pretty big, actually.
Yeah. And so, yeah, if you really want to, yeah, I can print something, certainly. I actually just got filament delivered today. It's just white, but I can't do multicolors. It's a basic. It's still
yeah. Well, I wouldn't need it. Did you open the shortcut to the outer walls? I'm trying to remember here because I don't. I've been kind of on autopilot for last little bit. I'm sorry. The perks of of having plurals, I can just let them play the game, and then we'll get lost, and then I won't remember what we did because somebody else did it while I was talking. Joy. No idea. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Bear with me. I remember we looked at the hourglass, we went through the other room, we went into the library, got to the librarian himself, bought the map from the shop, even though I really don't need it.
They said
no. Oh, right!
Go ahead.
Right, because I can open I can get up there with the wolf form. God, I'm stupid.
You're not, that's my job. Also, it said the law and no crowds are doing good.
Yeah, I'm doing at least better than I was when I did my 12-hour one playthrough run of this. Because that had a lot of meandering. Hopefully I won't repeat all the mistakes. I do have a test file for a reason. Plus, I'm trying to stretch us out throughout the month, so... If we finish it early, we're actually going to start doing a Richter run. And that should just be one video, because I'll do the bad ending for that.
I just kicked my foot. Yeah, that was my desk. That desk meat foot.
Yeah, Histercord, if you want to drop a like and subscribe, that would be awesome. Because I'll have streams all throughout this month. Like I said, there's a video with our schedule for what I call OctoberVania. Yeah, I know, I'm not shield backsliding, but I don't think I'm that good at it.
There's such weird animation there when you're going through there. It just looks like you're moonwalking.
Yep.
Yeah, that.
It speeds it up because then you're not having the lag, I believe, from the start of the animation or the end of the animation, because Alucard's trying to pull out a shield.
Discord said they already did subscribe, so awesome,
Oh,
great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I can't... That's the only bad thing that I'd prefer that we could see beyond Twitch is YouTube. I can't see when people subscribe during a stream. I'd love to thank people for that because I can just see the number of likes and like the viewer count, and that's about it, and chat rate and stuff.
You figured YouTube would do that to try to compete with Twitch, but I guess
well,
not,
YouTube's kind of already beating Twitch, which is a little funny to say, in my honest opinion. Because Twitch, a lot of the bad moves that Twitch have done over the years have burnt a lot of streamers, so... I don't know!
Yeah, what was that other option, like, other people went to that was, like, some kind of, like, casino or something like that? I forget what it was.
I don't even know.
I just know there was, like, a third option that some of them left to, and it didn't really go anywhere. Or something like that.
Yeah.
I know it's still a thing. It's not Mixer. I know it's not Microsoft thing with Mixer, but I forget what it was.
Didn't they kill that recently?
Oh, that was like 2 years ago with Mixer. Like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh god, yeah. Time really is flying for me. I think that was the thing though. It was Mixer. But I believe there was something with gambling. You're right. Although I don't know why I'd never switched platforms, so... I'd much rather... It'd take a lot for me to switch platforms. I like the fact that I'm able to keep these streams up without doing too much and allow people to watch what we've done from years back. I think it just... there's a level of professionalism to that, where I'm like, yeah, I don't have to take anything down, or... You know, you can go back years and years from now and be like, oh yeah, and this is where he played this game, and I was in the chat for this, and like that's something cool.
Okay. Oh, his question is like, I discovered you right now. Actually, I'm thinking you're doing good. So please keep up the good work.
I'm trying to do good. I have absolutely no idea whether I actually am or not, but. Okay. I don't have the mist form, but we should be getting that fairly soon. What in the world is that? Yeah, I don't remember how to get up there. I know there's the high jump, but I believe you need a relic for it. And I think you can actually, like...
Wouldn't you use the speed boost from the wolf to get up there, possibly?
It nerfs the jump.
Oh, okay, it counteracts that. Okay. I didn't know if it did nerf the jump or not, so... I was thinking, oh wait, speed boost, shoot that.
We'll give it a go, but I believe it nerfs the jump.
I was just thinking maybe you can since it's on an angle, you could luck out and maybe get more vertical. No more horizontal to get away with it.
Yeah, and then the jump for this thing is...
Yeah, a lot lower. Oh yeah, like half.
And then it does stuff like that, where it's like, I can't even jump on that, so...
No.
Oh shoot.
I was just trying to find cheeky ways to do it.
We opened the elevator... But no, I remember there being a way to quickly get up there. I don't... Yeah. That's not really gonna work.
Use the colliders from the book to try to use this to Because I know some of the enemies let you get more height from taking damage from them, but it also knocks you backwards.
Use the colliders. What are you talking about?
So
It's
the
a hitbox.
The hitbox collider. Yeah.
Collider is what? I'm assuming that's VR chat talk.
No, I guess so. So yeah, with the colliders, using colliders and the quote-unquote hitbox of the enemy, and using that as a platform to jump up, and then using
not using it as a to jump up, just to use it as a hitbox.
I would say hitbox, but I was using it like the get yourself hit. It knocks you up and move forward there. That was like the cheeky way I was trying to think of doing it, but it also knocked you backwards, so it wouldn't work.
Well, I can't even do the shield backslide with it. I know it's a backdash, but I'm sure backsliding is something else entirely. Librarian reminder?
Remember.
I already went to the librarian, though. Didn't have too much of anything, if I remember correctly. I don't remember where to get the mist form, though. That's my main issue, is I don't remember where to get the mist form. I suppose I could go back to the librarian to get some library cards, I suppose. The only good part is this is a bit of grinding out of the way for later, so I should be able to breeze through a couple bosses once I get there.
So, do you want me to cheat and Google the answer where to get the mist form?
No, because I know it's on this side of the castle. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Should probably have done that a while ago. Give me some more range. I should mention this is just a casual run. I do not plan on speedrunning this.
I really could get into speedrunning myself. Like, I understand why people do it, because some of the stuff people do is pretty nuts, where it basically changed the entire game. Like, I understand why, but man, I couldn't do it.
I can, I just don't want to. Sticking with one game for a very long period of time just is not... Like, I'll come back to stuff, but I don't... I just... Unless the game is really fun, I generally tend not to try to speedrun stuff. Like, RE8, I did a couple of, like, quick speedruns, but nothing posted to leaderboards or anything. It was just, like, casual, I'm playing this on the Xbox. Specifically for this version.
Here's, of course, wondering, why didn't you get the Knuckles?
Because I like using swords. I like having the range.
Young Master Alucard.
Also, this tells you how much you're in my head. I almost said Knuckles.
Oh, I'm stupid. I'm supposed to buy the Jewel of Open. I'm stupid.
Ah.
I'll get 4 of those.
Thank you.
Buy your entire stock.
And... yeah.
How about this?
Well, now I feel stupid. Oh, boy.
You have to... Oh, yeah.
I would have remembered eventually. Just would have taken a couple of hours. So...
Two streams later. I can't do this. I can't do the narrators from SpongeBob.
It would just be it'd just be in next week's Symphony flavor. Symphony part 2. I need to come up. Oh shit! I need to come up with a thumbnail for part 2. Actually.
Oof. My issue with these kind of games, I would be too busy trying to figure out where are items by Googling it than actually playing it.
Oh yeah, no. The fun of a Metroidvania for me is actually figuring out where stuff is. It's If I remember correctly, somebody coined the term, like, search into action? Shoot, did I just pick the wrong file?
I think we did. Because you named it stream, I thought.
I'm stupid. I'm having a time.
You just saw the name Gavin, clicked.
Click. The joys. Nope. Well. Well, now I know what I need to pick up. I just feel very stupid. That's fine.
I didn't know you were playing Me Simulator as in me myself.
Me, myself, and you?
No, it's a joke. It's a joke saying like you're just being me.
I do not want. No, we're.
It's a dumb joke. It's a very dumb joke.
I understood it. I'm just. I understood it the first time. I just have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. Bear with me. I'm being stupid. What's the cat gonna do today? Probably something stupid. I bet he will.
Oh my god, just make a meme now where it's like it's an old Homer Simpson meme. It's like it's Homer, it's like, and everyone's just in the background. He's about to do something stupid.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
This oh, I should say, if we finish up completely with Symphony of the Night, and Mega Man, or Mega Man ZX, whichever one finishes first, we will be starting Sonic Superstars immediately. That following week, on the exact same day. So, and then Mario Wonder will come whenever the other ones beat. So, both of those, I'm trying to give myself some time to actually be able to play them before I get to them. But I mean, I'm known for the long ass Sonic playthroughs already, so I might as well stick to it. So you might have noticed that like you can't go any higher here. And yet the map still says I'm down there. You actually have to, like, put your head on the ceiling in order to actually get those tiles on the map. There's a lot of stuff like that where it's, like, weird locations for how and when the map is collected. And I wish they would have fixed that for this version, but they did not. So...
Young Master
Alright.
How about
Jewel of Open, because I'm stupid. And...
Thank you.
3 library cards, so we're not
Thank you.
as broke. And a leather hat. Why not?
$1,000 for a leather hat? Jeez.
It'll increase my defense and my intellect stat, just because, why not? I wish the sprite would have the hat. That's the only, the hats and silliness, like, if they ever make a full remake in 3D, I want every item to appear on the character. I think that would be so stupid. Like, it'd be dumb. Absolutely unnecessary. But it would be a nice attention to detail that would make me laugh, at the very least. Like, some of these things are like, those glasses, like, it's presumed you are wearing these tinted red shades with a gold brim, and that is hilarious to me. Just to imagine Alucard looking like that. You know, this Vampire of the Darkness, half vampire, and he's just looking ridiculous. Like, I think that is way funnier than, like, anything else this game could throw.
I don't know, all I can imagine is there's an old joke video of when you only grab clothing with the highest stats.
Yep.
And the villain just comes up and goes, it's like, what are you wearing? It's my ass-kicking outfit.
I mean, we can see him in the menu, we just can't see him on Alucard. So I might, if I have enough time within this month, because I do still have 2 videos to get done as well, I might draw Alucard with the glasses and put it on my blue sky.
Ah, yes, proceed. That was some flash it back.
Yeah. I still can't believe I forgot completely about the Jewel of Open. Like, I just feel stupid now. Like, that's a mistake I made back when I first played this game. Like, how am I regressing that far back? Actually, we should probably be climbing upwards. God, for the elevator, right?
Oh no. Next floor.
Food, lingerie, and Bryce for some reason. I don't know who Bryce is, but you'll have to...
Proceed. I thought this was video game donkey. I forgot about that guy.
I'm gonna pretend I know who that is. Is that the guy that was making fun of Sonic for some reason and he got like trashed on the internet?
I don't recall that one. I just remember a guy named Gavin going from long ago on YouTube.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I I don't need to know.
I was like, I barely know.
Most of the things people mention in chat, I do not know.
Oh, it was the ass-kicking outfit joke. Quote is from a guy named Proceed. Okay, that's who.
Okay. Also, no idea who that is, but got it.
Okay.
Makes a little bit more sense if it's an inside joke thing.
Yeah, it's from an old YouTube video.
It's from a video you're never going to watch, Gavin. Got it. Cool. Thanks. I just clipped through the Medusa head there. It is nice that the money bags, which originally just gave us points in the NES games, now do a lot of other stuff. I gotcha. I might check them out. I don't know. Just depends on my mood where we're at. I know I'm right now preparing to get Red's Fursuit and stuff. We're actually putting the down payment on that tomorrow. Because, heck yeah. Which, it'll be really funny if Red's suit head is finished before the cat, because then at that point, I will be the most annoyed person on this planet. Because I'll be like, in that time frame, I learned how to make fursuit heads. I commissioned another fursuit head. It's gonna be the funniest video. The saga for the fursuit head has been hilarious. Has been hilarious to a lot of people so far. Actually, I should probably go down to the bottom there and unlock that door. Nah, we'll do it later. Sescal the Otter says they gotta find their muffin. Is it chocolate chip or blueberry? Or is it some other flavor? Strawberries my favorite.
Banana is mine.
I like bananas too.
Like the banana muffins are super good.
Banana nut muffins are great.
Now I want to make banana bread. Alright.
I've wanted to make a lot of stuff lately, and I just don't have any of the ingredients to do it, or any of the money to make it, so I'm like, It's like, well, what do I make this week? It's probably just gonna be rice again, because you ain't got anything else. Like, I straight up have been just kind of living on boxed mac and cheese and death. Like, yesterday was the first time I actually ate something that wasn't just, like, something I threw together in, like, an afternoon. Like, I did, like, a half-assed meatloaf. I know, it's like, meatloaf's already pretty half-assed. How'd you make it worse? Threw in spinach, hamburger meat, I didn't have enough sauce. I didn't put it in the right pan, either. It was frozen hamburger, so it cooked kind of weirdly. The bread was only a little bit stale, so it wasn't, like, as, like, crispy as it should have been. It was good, it just upset my stomach by the end of the night. Yeah.
No, right now I'm kind of procrastinating, but with it hanging out here because I'm trying to install a dishwasher, and I have to gut part of my kitchen to get to it.
Oh no.
So yeah, it's like gut the kitchen, gut part of kitchen, cut out the cabinet.
Do you want to gut the kitchen, or do you want to hang out with Gavin?
Procrastination.
Procrastination.
Yeah, that was me.
Sounds about right. And we've encountered Maria again.
Alucard, wasn't it?
Yes, I
We meet
procrastinate
again.
a lot.
So it seems.
As friendly as ever, I see.
After this, I'm gonna make lunch,
Strange. This
or maybe
castle's
make
different
lunch if
than
I have
remember
anything
it.
that I can make. And I'm also gonna make.
This castle
Making
is a
myself a
creature
pot
of
of coffee.
chaos. With each rebirth, it takes a new form.
And here
I
I,
like
thought
coffee,
my mind was
so-
playing tricks.
I can't.
It's like
I don't
tea.
know why.
Nothing for it.
But
Oh, no, I
We
can
meet
drink
again.
tea, but it has to get colder out for me before I crack open tea.
well, we got this pumpkin spice creamer,
Ooh.
and I've been making myself pumpkin spiced coffee.
I could do it. I'm kind of a hipster with tea because I am that guy that has the loose leaf tea that you steep in stuff.
We have a couple of those actually.
I don't know, I have a bunch of them. I like
We
them.
have a big case of like standard tea bags, and then we have like a little container of loose leaf tea with a little tea compressant.
Oh yeah, that's what I use.
Because Truman has been getting Karmic has been getting into tea making, and well specifically alcoholic tea making.
What?
Yeah.
Outside of maybe gin, I don't really see that being any good.
Hasn't been too bad. We also did one with the pumpkin spice latte coffee, and it was great. It just that is annoying. If you kill the bottom one, because it's on a slope, the other one will just start reacting to gravity and tumble down the stairs at you.
Indiana Jones, Castlevania, Indiana Jones, basically.
Castlevania and the crystal.
Yeah, exactly.
This should kind of go to show. This is Dracula's castle, and it's got religious imagery all over it. Like, yeah, the cross really doesn't affect him any. It's everything else around him. It's beating the heck out of him, is what actually does something to him. There was a point where Dracula in the Castlevania universe was just a normal guy, and that goes for every timeline. So, that's something a little fancy to think about, that Gabriel Belmont's, like, origin story stuff, for him becoming Dracula, is rather similar to what it would probably take for, what's-his-face to become, Dracula in this universe. Got goggles. Our intellect goes up, but, no. Our defense goes down. Fairly valuable ring. Of course, we're just gonna get a bunch of rings that I can sell. Nothing I can use.
I think there's one called Zarkon.
What?
That was an
Zircon?
item.
Oh,
Zircon,
yeah, it's a ring.
Okay.
It's a ring made out of zirconium. And here is the Knight Shield. We'll be switching to that right away, because the leather shield is not great. I forget how to sort the inventory, but that's okay.
It's more organized in my garage or my kitchen right now. Actually, I probably should get off and go get back to work on that.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I got a split.
I think I'm gonna go for a little bit longer, but not for too much longer.
Alright.
So then, we want to get away from that. Multiple different guys will show up here if you take a seat. That guy is an enemy.
I like to think he was just basically
Rest
doing
your
confession
weary
and then
soul
murder.
here. May the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost be with you. Amen.
That guy will give us a prayer, and I believe if you have the fairy familiar, she'll sit and sing for you if you sit on a chair.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are some deadly priests. But let that guy shake too much, he will jump out and attack us.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna split. I gotta go take care of that. I gotta take care of that. You, Evan, you have fun, and everyone in chat, keep them entertained.
I'm the one supposed to be entertaining, guys. Oh boy. Mountain Man's shifting the responsibility here. Just a little.
I thought it was opposite day.
So down there is that guy. We gotta get rid of him to move that statue. Yeah, but you have a good one, Mountain Man. I'm gonna get back to this. This is a tricky part. Mostly just due to these birds. And then the winged guards that come across. This is about where I left off on one of my other re-attempts. It's harder to get me to stick with Symphony of the Night now that I've beaten it once. Like, I was planning on last year doing a Richter run, and like that was one of the games that we were gonna do. However, it got pushed back to this one because I found out that I lost all my save data when I transferred everything over to the PS5, so... Annoying, yes. Doable? Absolutely. So, one of those files, I believe it's the 22% one, is me attempting to unlock Richter mode so I could play it through for the channel. So that is our main goal here, is just to do this. So I'm going to go until we get to the next boss, probably, and after we beat him, we're going to go ahead and save, and then I will come back. We'll come back to this next week on Tuesday, following the schedule to a strict regimen, keeping you guys entertained, hopefully. Here's another sellable item. I don't really like the salt weapon. It's not super useful, since I think holy water is in general much better. And speaking of the devil, here is the next boss. I say that and I just did a ton of damage right there. The Griffin here isn't too tough. I do love that all the effects were nicely redone for the PSP port, which is why I'm kind of glad I'm playing it. Laid an egg there. And then after we beat the boss, we are going to have to get to a save room. So don't think it's over just when it's over. Temporarily raises strength. There's that. We'll equip that. We'll use the strength potion. I know, vast misuse of items, but hey. So it'll carry us out to the next save room.
You look like you're doing well for yourself.
And you didn't come here to flatter me.
True. Do you know the name Richter Belmont?
Belmont? Of course. Why?
He's thinking Trevor.
He disappeared about a year ago. I'm sure he's here now. If you see him, please let me know.
As you wish, my lady.
I love that they didn't redo anything. They just
you.
put in the sprites, which is a cute way to do it, but I do think that perhaps redoing the Richter design would be rather nice. Especially seeing as he does have a full cameo in this game as a mini boss where you fight him, Sypha, and Grant. Grant didn't show up in the anime, sadly. Even when they had the chance to, they were at a port. They did not throw Grant in the game, in the anime. But this is where we are going to call it. We are officially at the 2-hour mark. So, next time around, we will be doing another 2-hour stream. Tomorrow, we are doing Yoko's Island Express. The next day, we'll be doing Mega Man ZX. And join us Friday for TKO. Should be all around a great time. But with all that being said, I have been your humble host, Gavin the Kitty, and if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, drop a like, and share it with a friend. You can follow me on Twitter at GavinDragonYT, or Blue Sky if you want to look up at GavinDragon on there. I'll need to edit all of this eventually. You can donate to the PayPal link on your screen or in the description below if you want to help us out even more. And there's, of course, videos to click on. But with all that being said, I have been your humble host. Good night, everybody.